So in this video you will get to see which theme is the most fastest and most lightweight. In the end, the final output, the final goal of this video is to show you which is the fastest theme in the world in WordPress. So let's get started. So there will be 4 tests that we will do, and out of those 4 tests you can see first is the page size, that is the uncompressed page size that I will be showing you, and the second one is page size but the one that GTmetrix tells us. So for the first one, actually we will find out on our own using Chrome DevTools, and the second one is the one that GTmetrix will tell us. I want to show you that we will be using Lightspeed web server in my server. So all of the themes will have their own staging size. Each of their themes will have their own staging size, and each of those staging size are deployed in the same server with Lightspeed server. So this is not gonna affect much, because this is not gonna affect the page size uncompressed. This is not gonna affect the page size GTmetrix tells us. This is also not gonna affect Google's page speed index, but it will affect the TTFP test, because my server might be far better than yours, or maybe actually that can't happen, but yeah, might be far better than yours, because you might be running Apache or something like that and shared hosting. So you might get different results than mine. So this test, actually we won't rely that much, and this test, Google's page speed index, we also won't rely that much, because you'll see yourself that the difference might not be that huge. The page speed, the page size uncompressed Chrome DevTools, I'll show you how to do it. So let's take an example site. So for example, you can see Divi here. So we're going to take the Divi's example site as an example. So we are here in the Divi staging site, and how we are going to find out is that we're going to right click and click inspect element. Alright, so now we are going to go to the network tab, and then we are going to come here and click hard reload. Now this is not in every browser, so you might just click the normal refresh, but I'm gonna click hard reload because I'm in Brave browser and I really like this Brave browser. Voila! So we got our page size here in the bottom. It says 1.7 MB resources. Whew, that's huge. So we're gonna write 1.7 MB. So this way we are going to find out all the other themes: Hello, Page Builder, Ocean WP, Astra, Cadence, Bloxy, Suki, Neve. So again, I'm going to tell you in recap. You have to right click, inspect element, then come to the network tab, click refresh or hard reload, and then you will see the third column here, request, transferred, then the resources. So you're going to see the third column, resources, and that is the page size, the uncompressed version. Now I'm going to tell you how to do the GTmetrix test. So first thing I want to tell you that in GTmetrix will detect the gzipped version. That means my server has gzip compression, but it does not have any other compression or minification or page speed optimization or caching. It does not even have any CDN. You might get different results, because again, if you turn on CDN, then you will get different results. If you turn on any of the page speed optimization like minification or caching, it's gonna give you different results. So we want no factor to affect. We don't want any compression, we don't want any optimization of the site or the page, because we want the raw page size of the theme. So that's what we are going to find out, but I'm going to keep the gzip enabled on the server, because every site nowadays has a compression like gzip or Brotli. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, your host might have gzip. So we're gonna test the first site, that is the Divi site, but before I do that, I want to show you the Divi website. So we are on the Divi staging site's backend, and let me show you post. It has no post in it, it has no media in it, and in terms of pages also it has no pages because we're gonna rely on the default page that the theme load. Then in appearance, as you can see, Divi is loaded along with the 2021 theme, which is not enabled, not active. Then the plugins, no plugins at all, so we don't have anything except the theme. So we are gonna test the Divi staging site first. So write the staging site, then test your site. Let's see what happens, what page size the GTmetrix tells us. Alright, so it has loaded. We're not gonna look at any scores. We're not gonna look performance, structure, CPF, blah blah blah. We're not gonna look at anything, not even the waterfall or TTFB, which is high, but we're not gonna look at that, anything. We're just gonna scroll down and we're gonna look at the page size. So as you can see, it says 352 KB total page size. So as you have already realized, it shows less page size because, as I told you, it's G-zip compressed that almost every hosting company already provides by default, and if you have your own server then you already might have it. So total page size is showing 352 KB, so that's what we are going to write in our spreadsheet. Again, I'm gonna centerize it. Alright, so this is the page size, total page size of Divi theme. So this way we are gonna find out all the other page size. Now for the Google page speed index or page speed insights test, all we have to do, again like GTmetrix, just enter the URL, make sure that's HTTPS, yeah, alright, and click analyze. Alright, it's loaded and it shows 77. Now one thing I forgot to tell you, we are only loading the mobile only version of the page speed index results. Why? Because most of the themes actually put focus on the desktop versions and then they flex their desktop score on page speed index, but we are gonna see how much the mobile score gets because the mobile version really matters nowadays. So as you can see, it shows 77, and by the way, I did this test again on page speed index and I got 84, and I don't know why the number keeps changing on page speed index. On GTmetrix it doesn't changes. On doing it with the Chrome DevTools, the number doesn't changes for me. GTmetrix doesn't changes. The page speed index I'm talking about, not the scores. But yes, Google page speed index score will change. One pattern I noticed, and what I want to tell you, is that the GTmetrix scores changes all the time. Literally, no matter how much you do it, the scores will change. Same with Google page speed index, the scores will change because this is a score. This is not a page speed or any factual data. This is not factual data. This is score. And scores will always change in GTmetrix, in Google page speed index, in webpagetest.org, or in Pingdom, or in anything. Scores will keep changing no matter how many times you test it. So that's why people say don't go for scores, don't chase scores. But yeah, I just wanted to point out all the theme scores here, but again, we are not gonna look at them for our ranking. And same way with ByteSpeed TTFB, we're not going to look at TTFB for our ranking, but still I want to show you how. So let's now look at the TTFB. Same with GTmetrix and Google page speed index. We're going to enter our URL here, then press go, and it loads very quickly. And here you have 17 ms TTFB, and again this number might change the next time you refresh, the next time you test it. In fact, I want to refresh it right now, so let's refresh it, and there you go, it gets 41 ms. Let me refresh it again. This is kind of fun and weird. 19 ms again. So I don't even know if this tool is correct or whatever, but we're not gonna look at TTFP for ranking our sites, and not even Google page space index scores. We're only gonna look at factual data like what GTmetrix tells us about the total page size and our Chrome DevTools page size. So first we are going to clone the site, or you can call it make a staging of the site. You can see in the pages, nothing in pages, comments, nothing, media, nothing in media as well, post, nothing in post as well, complete blank site just to test the speed. For example, it loads this home page for the 2021 theme. Similarly, I'm not gonna create any page at all. It's gonna load whatever the page the theme generates for by default. So this is the default page that the 2021 theme generates. So for example, in Divi it doesn't create so much content. For example, let's see actually what content it creates. I have already installed the Divi theme in this site and nothing else is installed. So this is a blank page. It's not as filled as this one. I'm not gonna create any page. I'm gonna leave whatever the page the theme creates on its own for default to test the site. Here I have only added the search bar, and here's the menu, just a menu, doesn't even clicks on it. And this is the recent post, and this is a text disguised as a footer. So it's a complete blank page. As you can see, I've compared it to other default pages that the other themes created like TV and etc., and just created a blank page like them, so I can actually test the speed of this page, because Oxygen didn't create any default page that I could test on. We can check that site as well. I can show you only Divi theme is installed, no plugins. And yeah, I'm gonna keep the 2021 running by the side, but it's not gonna affect anything because only the Divi theme is activated. So we're gonna go ahead and keep cloning and creating the staging sites for all the theme. So each theme will have their own staging sites. So let's do this.
24 hours later.
So before we proceed, I want to point out one thing. As you can see, Divi already has a builder built into it, but Hello theme is a complete blank theme. So I have installed Elementor and Elementor Pro in it. For Ocean WP, Astra, Bloxy, Suki and Neve, they don't have any builder, so I've left them empty, and also a page builder framework with Gutenberg. For Cadence, it has the Cadence blocks installed. For Themify Ultra and Themify Shopee, they both have their own builders. For Thrive theme builder, Shapeshift theme has the Thrive architect. For Beaver Builder theme has the Beaver Builder plugin and Beaver Builder Pro. For GeneratePress, it has the GenerateBlocks. For Oxygen is a site builder. The reason why I install page builders in some of these blank themes is because it would be really unfair to compare themes like Divi and the Themify and all these themes, to compare them with a blank theme. So it would be fair to install the page builders, at least for themes like Hello, to install Elementor and so on.
2 days later.
Alright, so Captain America to save the day. Alright, so this test actually took me a while to do it because I used all my free time to do it, and kind of doing all the 16 is kind of laborious, but actually not boring at all, because it was interesting to see the page size of all of these. So as you can see, the scores of Google Page Speed Index, mobile only, there's not much difference except Thrive, Theme Builder, Shapeshift. So yeah, from that perspective we can say this is the worst. Otherwise there's not much difference. Everything is in above 80, which is good for mobile, but should be 90 and above, because this is just blank page. For byte test, I already told you that they change all the time, even if you refresh the same thing again and again. So we're gonna ignore both byte test and Google page speed index. We're gonna focus on these two. And as you can see, you probably guessed, Divi is the most bloated.
Surprise, motherfucker!
No, it isn't, because look down here. Shapeshift theme of Thrive Theme Builder is the most bloated theme. I was actually surprised, and again, this is not a page builder test, this is a theme test. So we're gonna see other themes. Oxygen is really the lowest here, since every web server, every host already does the basic compression, that is gzip. I'm actually gonna look at this, the GT metrics report of the total page speed. So we're gonna look at this testing score so that we can rank which themes are the most lightweight and which themes are the most bloated. So even if we look at this test, we can see that Shapeshift theme is actually the most bloated, then comes Divi here. So guys, I did a little modification here. As you can see, I have written in KBs. That means I have removed all the KB here so that I can use ascending and descending order. That's right. Alright, so I'm now gonna sort them in ascending order. Let's see. And there you have it. Hello theme, Hello is the most lightweight theme in our testing. Then we have GeneratePress theme with only 31 KBs. Then we have Suki, Neve, Cadence, Astra, Bloxy, and then we have Oxygen. But again, keep in mind guys, these themes like GeneratePress, Suki, Neve, Cadence, Astra, Bloxy don't have any page builders in them, meaning they are only using Gutenberg and Gutenberg blocks, while Oxygen also have a site builder in it. And if you compare Oxygen to others like Divi and Elementor Pro and all that, so yeah, it's pretty impressive. But Hello actually has Elementor Pro in it. Yes, I have installed Elementor and Elementor Pro in the Hello themes staging site, but I think they are not using it. I think the default page is not using it, and it's the same with Divi as well. The Divi staging site also has the default page, but yeah, theme itself is really heavy, the Divi theme. Then we have page builder framework, then we have Themify, Ultra and Shopee, then Ocean WP, then comes Beaver Builder theme, Divi, then Shapeshift, the most bloated theme in our testing. So which theme should you use? Obviously, if you are using Elementor, absolutely go ahead with the Hello theme. But if you are using Beaver Builder, it's actually better to go with the Hello theme than with the Beaver Builder theme. And if you are using Divi, for example, you don't, guys, if you are using Divi, you don't have to use the Divi theme. The Divi has a Divi standalone plugin, that is the Divi Builder, and it does not depend on the Divi theme. You can use it with any theme. So I would recommend you use Divi standalone builder with something like Hello theme or GeneratePress, and you'll see a massive page speed improvement. And as for recommending which theme should you use among these lightweight themes, go ahead with anything you prefer, because these are so lightweight and so competitive. As you can see, there's not too much difference, only a few KBs. So for example, if you prefer a site builder included in your theme and don't want it to be heavy like Divi, so if you don't want it to be bloated but still want a site builder in it and a page builder, then Oxygen is your go-to. But it has a little bit higher or steep learning curve. As for the others, Bloxy, Cadence, Astra, Neve, Suki, you should go with features in mind. So for example, if you prefer the Cadence white label option or the header builder or asterisk features, then I think you should go with anything that you prefer as in features, because let's say you prefer cadence theme over GeneratePress theme. Now how much difference is it? It's only 17, yeah, 17 KB is difference. That won't change, that won't turn the world upside down for you. So if you want, you can go with features here at this point if you're choosing among these themes. That's my recommendation. But we're gonna, for this test, gonna crown Hello theme as the most lightweight theme, only 26 KB, and then comes GeneratePress, and then comes, actually that's a tie for the third place, Suki and Neve. So congratulations Hello theme, congratulations GeneratePress, and congratulations Suki and Neve for first, second, and third place. Congratulations guys. If you enjoyed the content of this video, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up, because these tests certainly took a lot of time to do. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, then go ahead and subscribe so that you can watch more videos like this in the future. And thanks for watching. See you later.